my name is Roosa. I'm one of the teachers at Netherlea School and I'm going to show you how we do meta skills in our setting. Myself and Joy had a little bit of previous training on meta skills, and then we led a staff training session on what meta skills are and our suggestion of how we could implement meta skills in our school. I'm going to show you a little bit of the resources that we use, how we prep and plan our meta skills sessions, how we deliver them, and how we track what we have been doing with the learners. Joy created these 3 work booklets that the learners all have their own one, and we use them throughout the sessions and throughout the weeks when we are looking at meta skills. We started with self-management. So in the booklet, there's a little bit of an introduction to shows what are meta skills, and we went through this with our learners in our introduction session into meta skills. We then always have a little bit of reflective activity on what we have been looking at in that session to try and get the young people to reflect on their learning. Then we held a taster session that had loads of different meta skills rather than focusing on one meta skill. Following that, we went on to focused work. So each week we had a focus of 1 meta skills in social intelligence, and we would do 3 activities on one day and 3 activities on the other day. Once we'd gone through all of the different meta skills in self-management, we then did a mixed session where we had 4 different activities covering all different meta skills in self-management. And then the young people were meant to try and identify what meta skill they were using. After our self-management, we moved on to social intelligence, and now we're looking at innovation. All of the booklets have the same layout, with introducing meta skills first, having a taster session into the meta skills, and then focused weeks on each of the aspect of that meta skill. When we're planning our activities, we look at the Skills Development Scotland resources and the meta skills toolkit and read through the different descriptions for the meta skills before we start learning on activities. And then when possible, we do collaborative planning. So we invite all the teachers to plan together for what we're going to cover and what kind of activities we want to do in the meta skills to be able to do a bit of collaborative learning and collaborative planning together. For the activities, we then plan, as I said, 3 activities per group on each day, and we keep all of our previous activities in a folder where we can then bring out them for the mixed meta skills challenges, or sometimes we bring them out at other lessons to try and integrate meta skills into other curricular areas. For the actual meta skills activities, we usually have 2 different groups going on at the same time. So we've got 3 activities each. So we've got all the activities, the resources and instructions laid out in the boxes, and then the teachers who are working with that group can come and get their boxes ready for their meta skills class.